about dispute. Okay, I deleted something. Okay, make it simpler. So what does it mean? It means please delete or please download my a simple wireframes for admin, especially for admin. Okay, let me tell you what did I do. How did I make it more easy? We talked that as long as it's a production, then it must have a fail. It's success or it fail. Only two results, right? Then if fail, then the student is going back to us, then said, hey, I need money back, something like that. This is why we create a dispute. As you noticed here, at the students panel, it has refund, cancel orders, sales, or others. We have these three kinds of a dispute. Okay? So I make it much simpler. How do I do that? Let me tell you. Once student create the dispute, for example, ask for refund, I deleted many things. As you see, when students enter the order ID, right, it should jump out. Okay. The system should jump out the writer's ID. Yes, writer's ID, manager's ID, created time for the dispute, and then the order price for the order. You see? Okay. What about ticket ID? Ticket ID. Okay, it's the same as dispute ID. You see? You get me? Okay. Client ID. You see here? Order ID here. Created time here. By doing so, we could have the priority to deal with, always a new dispute or whatever, Okay, this is easy. Then, Papuna told me that we better not, delete a lot of things because it's very hard to add it. Hence, it's better have it, Yeah, we could delete later. Okay, so I make everything. So no matter for the refund or cancel orders or sales, I make them look like the same. So students upload the evidence. It could be a PDF, a photo, whatever. It could be anything. Then the admin would be able to download it and check it, right? Then the admin would, go to call the writer or call the manager and talk to the student, what happened. The admin needs to do some analysis about, who failed the order, what caused the fail, what is the result, whatever. He's going to update here, also with some more evidence. You see? Then after everything, he's going to end the dispute. The same for all the rest. He could, for cancel orders, probably we could write something here like, I don't want to cancel it, or the task already assigned. Or for sales, this, some people, they just go to your website and then to type anything they want, then what do? We just, insane student or insane clients or whatever, the admin could update everything, here. Okay, then, okay, so these three is almost the same. The only difference is the category. If it is ask for refund, or if it is for canceling task, or for sales or others. Okay, very few difference. Okay, as you noticed here is some a little bit difference. Okay, you could try to read by yourself. Yes, do we need it? For cancel tasks, I don't think we need it. For dispute, we need it. Okay, but anyway. Okay, let's try to see. You see, the student could create dispute by themselves. We also could create dispute. You see, we also could create dispute by the admin here. When they click here, it should jump out something like this. Okay, the same. When the admin enters the order ID, it should jump out this information, right? And then, okay, how about cancel tasks? Okay. So the admin would able to click here or click here or click here. You see? When the admin click here, it should jump out this page. So it's almost the same as this one. Okay, what about ended task? No matter ended. You see, no matter for which, for who created the task. No matter who created the task, it should be ends by click here. You see, end the dispute. Then it should be, should be moved to this part. It is ended, so the admin cannot do anything to it. You see? Okay. Okay, for the dispute which is created by the student. Okay, this is created by the student. It should show the category to the admin automatically. Right? Okay, this we talked. What's the next? All right, writer's profile. This one we already talked. That is updated at the HR's panel. Okay. You notice that we have something like this. What's this? Okay. These things are for, we say, how to describe? These things are for, okay, for the system to order writers. You see, for example, okay, for example, I'm the admin now. I wanted to choose someone who can write an APA. What should I do? APA. Then I'm going to click here. It should jump out APA, MMA, a lot of things. Then click confirm. Then the writer who could write the APA should be at the top, right? He also could clear, I think. He also could be able to clear the selection. You see? When he click here, clear, then it will turn back to the default. Okay. Okay, great. As you noticed here, this we talked. Okay, let's talk about this. Revision times, dispute times, and delay times. You see, for the deposits, what is deposits? That is deposits for the revision. So the admin would be able to delete it or add it by himself. The same for delay times, he could add or minus. Okay, but for the totally numbers about revision or totally numbers about dispute, he cannot change it. He cannot do it. Okay, then let's see. Okay, let's see. As long as the student asked for revision, as long as he click here, confirm, as long as he click here, the system, okay, as long as we receive something here, the system should be able to add a revision time here as well as here. Okay, I'm explaining to you. The system should find the writer ID and update the what revision times, both what totally revision times as well as deposit times. Okay. About dispute, I think okay, let's just let's do this. So the admin, for example, he found the dispute is the writer's fault, then he's going to add 1. Okay, probably later he found, okay, this is not the writer's fault. He could minus. He could delete the minus function. Right? Let's remain in a question here. Probably, yes. Okay, then about the delay times, the same. The admin also would be able to add, the delay times if he found the writer delayed the order. What about this one? Revisions deposit. We say if the writer returned the revision here, returned it to the admin, and then it's successful. Okay, then we are going to minus the deposit. You get me? Writer returned revision to the admin and it succeeds. The admin would minus the deposit times. Okay. Okay, let's what? You see? Okay. About this, I don't know if I talked to you. I think I talked this already about the comment. So the admin could update the comment, then HR's panel could see, the same HR do it, we could read it. And here the comment history. Deduct fees. Okay, what is the deduct fees? What is deduct fees? We are. Oh, okay, yeah. As you noticed, we could deduct his money from the money hold. Okay? What is money hold and available balance? I will tell you later, but not now. So we could deduct the money from his account, right? What is confirm his full? For example, the admin feel the writer should take a rest. Then he could make it as full. Or yes, something like that. Post the payment is easy. How we post the payment for writers. Okay, what's this? New ratings from a student. Yes, so as you noticed here, we have the function to rate the writer. See? So we would receive ratings from students, right? And order ID, what's that, for example? You see? Something like that. And then, yeah, the description, you know. You know, some writers, they get a very low score, you know, so I'm going to hide, for example, this rating is very low. Bad rating, for example, it's only like 1 out of 10. Then I'm going to hide it from the student. You see? Okay, then what's here? Okay. Alert when the score under 7. Okay. What's that? Alert, auto, hide the scores which is under 7. So when the score is under 7, then probably we say alert the admin through we could say through email or through the system or whatever, and then hide the score. Okay, you know that the student could check the writer's profile. Then if he sees something like 7 or 1 out of 10, then it's not okay. So that's why we hide the score, which is under 7. Okay, for the manager, it's actually the same. Okay, the difference is for managers, for managers, we don't need to we say we don't need to show manager ratings to students. Okay, so I think we could delete this one and then yes, but we keep this one because we wanted to know that if the paper's quality is okay, if the manager is okay. All right, then what's the next? Okay, for as you noticed here, credits, deposits, and then referral credits, we would be able to change the money, to change the number. Okay, only for this one we cannot. Wait, for credits, deposits. Oh, wait. For payment history. Okay, for these 3, 1, 2, 3, we would be able to change. Only for this one, it's only for check the history, payment history, so we don't need anything for it. Yeah, payment history we show here. So, referral history. Okay. Then what's the next? I think. Okay. The only thing that remains is for these two parts. I will explain to you in next video because this video is quite long. And then I hope you enjoy it. I make it much simpler for you. So you have to watch the new wireframe,